What's good? What's good? What's good? It's your boy Jonathan Belcher. You know what I mean? Doing this video. It's been a couple days since I dropped a new video, but I did release some new podcasts, right? I dropped 2 podcasts so far. I will continue to do the John Belcher podcast series, so make sure to tune into those. As well as if you're not subscribed to my channel, make sure to subscribe, right? Make sure to subscribe to my channel to get more videos just like this one. But also, don't just subscribe. You also want to hit the little bell. There's a bell below as well. You hit the bell and that will notify you anytime I release new videos like this. So we're still going to be talking about the law of attraction, and we're going to be talking about how to manifest whatever you want in your life. Manifest the situations, manifest the income you want, manifest the job you want, manifest the lifestyle you want, manifest the relationships you want, whatever it is, right? There's nothing too big for you to accomplish. There's nothing too big for you to attain. You got to have that mindset no matter what it is you're going for in life. You got to always believe that. So let's get right into it, right? So we're going to talk about the triple threat to manifestation. We're going to talk about the triple threat to manifestation. And those 3 things are the power of the spoken word, right? The power of the spoken word, the power of your thoughts, and the power of your action, right? So first things first, the power of the spoken word is basically what you say shall become true, right? Or what you say, what you put out there in the universe coming from your mouth, you send waves out there to the universe receives that information and says, all right, let's start scrambling to make things happen, let's start shifting to make things happen for your best interests. So that's the beauty of it, right? You can speak things into existence from your words. And when I think about the power of the spoken word, what I'm really talking about is like affirmations, for example. Like I'm gonna give you some affirmations that you can say every single day that'll subconsciously reprogram your mind to expect good things. It will reprogram your mind to start thinking more positive. It'll reprogram your mind to start being in line and open for the abundance that's meant for your life. So some affirmations will be like, for example, you could say, I'm financially prosperous. Money flows to me effortlessly and abundantly. I am healthy, I am wealthy, I am loved. You know, you could say things like that. You could say things like, for example, I'm a millionaire, I'm earning $30,000 per month passively as an entrepreneur, right? And you repeat these affirmations every single day because you're literally using the power of the spoken word to create your world, to create the results you want. Just like I said in my previous videos where I talk about God. And God exemplified the power of the spoken word. The higher power exemplified the power of the spoken word by saying, let there be light, right? Simply by saying, let there be light, created light, created the earth, created the heavens. And for those of you who don't know, literally, you can send a frequency of sound through water. If you send a certain frequency of sound through water, you can naturally create light. You can look it up. Naturally create light from sending a certain frequency of sound through water. Isn't that so powerful? That's very, very powerful. So you have the power of the spoken word. So whatever the self-talk that you've been giving yourself every single day is the reason for your success or the lack thereof. So if you're giving yourself a negative self-talk every single day, you're gonna attract that negativity into your life. It doesn't matter what it is that you're telling yourself. Maybe you're telling yourself, I hope not. You're telling yourself, I'm not good enough, I can't achieve this. You know, can't shouldn't even be in your vocabulary at all. If you want to manifest what you want and manifest the income that you want, you can't believe in the word can't. You know, it's so funny that I just used can't, but I'm using it in a positive way. Like, get can't out of your vocabulary, because the self-talk that you've been telling yourself is literally manifesting things on a daily basis, whether or not you think about it. You know what I'm saying? And when I do this, I'm not saying you're crazy or I'm crazy. I'm just saying, like, you know, it's the constant affirmations that you're telling yourself, the constant self-talk, and that's the power of the spoken word. So you can create things through the power of your spoken word. And I'll give you a quick story as well. I have an uncle, and my uncle would always say, like, he would always mess around with his wife. His wife didn't like dogs. His wife grew up afraid of dogs and stuff, and he would always like make fun and say things like, oh, one day I'm gonna get a pit bull and make sure that whenever you argue with me, I'm gonna put the pit bull on you so you can stop arguing with me, right? He would say that a lot of times, right? Just jokingly to his wife. And it just so happened that his cousin, who's also my cousin, his cousin ended up having to move from his home, and he had to move to a certain another area in a certain building or something like that. And the cousin couldn't. My uncle's cousin had a pit bull. He had a pit bull. Him and his wife had a pit bull, And when they were about to move to the new apartment, they couldn't take the pit bull dog with them. So they had two options. They could either put the pit bull down, you know, which is very unfortunate, you know, to cause the pit bull to lose his life because of this situation. But sometimes that happens where people can't take a dog with them. They are forced to kind of like put the dog down. So they were faced with that situation. Or they could allow somebody else in the family to take the dog and take responsibility for the dog and stuff like that. So what they chose was the second option, to allow the dog to live and to be alive. So my cousin hit up my uncle and asked my uncle if he can take the dog to his house and keep the dog. And what's so funny about this is that my uncle said yes. Now think about this. For years, my uncle would always mess around with his wife and play games saying that, oh, I'm gonna get a pit bull, but he was just joking. But just from the power of his spoken word, from him jokingly saying something, jokingly, not even seriously saying something, he now has a pit bull at his house because his cousin couldn't take the pit bull to the new apartment. So just in that story alone, you can understand the power of your spoken word. The second thing is the power of thought. The power of thought, which is why I always recommend, if you want to create something in your life, you got to stop looking at what you don't want. You got to stop worrying about things. You got to stop trying to force things and worrying and, you know, being negative and having negative thoughts and always thinking the worst. And you say, why should I always stop thinking the worst? Well, number one, worrying is like praying for something that you don't want. Why would you pray for something that you don't want? You're literally giving energy out there into the universe for something that you don't want to show up in your life. So why worry? Why worry? You know, so that's why I always say to detach from the results. Even though you have a burning desire to get something or accomplish something, you detach from the results so that that negative mindset of how long it's going to take or the work you got to put in doesn't get in the way of your manifestation. And I'm going to let the plane pass really quick because the plane is flying over and I don't want you to miss this message. So I'm going to let the plane pass really quick. Such a beautiful day. Such a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. Beautiful day today. So, the power of thought. Now, I recommend that you see in your mind exactly what you want. But don't just see what you want. Don't just see yourself getting that position you've always wanted. Don't just see yourself being an entrepreneur, being able to travel, being able to turn your passion into your paycheck. More than just seeing what you want in your mind, I want you to feel how it would feel to have everything you've ever wanted. Feel that now, which means you're not putting off the feeling of getting more money. You're not putting off the feeling of getting that promotion. You're not putting off the feeling of being able to quit your job. You want to feel that now. So the power of thought allows you to envision something you truly want, something that you truly desire, but that thought will then give you a feeling. And you say, how does that feeling come upon you? That feeling will be a positive feeling. It will be a good feeling. You'll feel it on the inside of, like, within the heart area, within the torso area. You'll feel a very good feeling, a pleasant feeling. And the reason why you'll feel a pleasant feeling just from imagining, just from having the thought of what you want, is because literally your subconscious mind doesn't know the difference between what's reality and what you're imagining. The subconscious mind doesn't know the difference between a reality and what you're imagining. The subconscious mind does not know the difference between which is reality and what you're imagining. So that's why when you're imagining something that you want, you get that good feeling, because literally a chemical called serotonin is being released from your brain. And that chemical being released into your body, that chemical serotonin being released into your body is what causes the good feeling within you. So now you're in expectation of everything you've always wanted. So what I'm trying to say is that you have to act as if now. Act as if you've already accomplished the things you want to accomplish. Act as if you've already gotten the results you've wanted to get. Act as if you're already getting the sales you want to get in your business. You act as if now. You don't have to put off the feeling. Sure, you may be feeling like, man, I want this amount of money. But you want the money because of the feeling that comes with that money that you're going to get. You want that thing because of the feeling that's going to come with you attaining that thing. You want that lifestyle because of the feeling that's going to come with you getting that lifestyle, because you believe in your mind, right? You believe that when you get that lifestyle, when you get that money, when you get that car, when you get that house, when you get that family, when you get that relationship, that you're going to feel good. But my question is, why can't you feel good before you even get that stuff? It's an emotion, right? It's an emotion. That's all it is an emotion. So when you feel that, you're literally immersing yourself in position. you're putting yourself in position to literally manifest that, to manifest whatever it is you want. So feel good now. Let the serotonin release into your bloodstream. Let the hormone of serotonin release. And then you have the opposite to that. You have the opposite to that. If you're thinking negative thoughts all the time, if you're worrying all the time, if you're always thinking the worst, what happens is, and if you're a negative Nancy, right? What happens is another hormone, the opposite hormone, called cortisol, gets released into your bloodstream. What is cortisol? Cortisol is what is released in your bloodstream when you're stressed out. And literally disease, right? Dis-ease, which is what it is. Dis-ease can come upon you and you could get sick literally from the cortisol stress hormone being released in your body because of your thoughts, simply because of your thoughts. So changing your thoughts changes the chemistry of your body. If it changes the chemistry of your body, now you're opening up yourself to manifest whatever it is that you want. And if you're learning something, you're getting value from this video, I recommend that you share this video with 5 friends or family who you think can benefit from this video and get value from this video. Share this video. Drop a comment below. I would really appreciate that. I would really appreciate you dropping a comment. And if you want to read more on this topic, read more in depth about what I'm talking about, go to workwithjohnbelcher.com, right? Check out my website, click on the blog section, workwithjohnbelcher.com, workwithjohnbelcher.com. The link is in the description below, and you'll be able to learn more, read more about this topic because I wrote a blog post about it. But yeah, so that's the second thing, the power of thought. Now, the third thing is action. You put your spoken word power, the power of thought, and now you start taking action, right? Because faith without works is dead. Faith without works is dead. So faith plus works equals a miracle. I did the math. Faith plus works equals a miracle. So let's talk a little about faith. What is the definition of faith? Faith is the substance. I'm going to repeat myself. Faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things unseen. The substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things unseen. So what does that mean? That means that faith is a real thing. It's a real, like, tangible thing. As intangible as people think faith is, some people just think it's just a mystical idea. Faith, what is that? That's not real. But literally the definition says it's the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things unseen. So you apply faith through your mind, through your spoken word, through your thoughts, and finalizing it, putting it all together to create a miracle through action, through taking action. And the powerful thing about this is sometimes all you need is the power of the spoken word and the power of thought to manifest something. Sometimes you don't even need the work. For example, I told you earlier, my uncle just got a pit bull. He has a pit bull now, and he used to joke to his wife about having a pit bull. He wasn't really trying to get a pit bull. It just fell into his lap. It literally just fell into his lap. So I bring up these stories to you every day I'm always bringing up these stories to you to get you to understand how the law of attraction works in your life and how you can use it to manifest more things. And the more you attune your mind to receive the positivity, the more the positivity the universe offers you and it gives you, because the more your mind is attuned to something, the more your mind wants to prove it to you that this is what it is. And it goes both ways, in a negative sense and in a positive sense. So action, you got to take action. You know what I'm saying? Like, I work with a lot of people in business, and you know, the reason why I work with a lot of people in different businesses, especially like network marketing, for example, is because it's a failing industry. Many people are not having success. They're not making the money they want. But at the same time, a lot of them are in denial. They're in denial to the fact that they may need more training. They're in denial to the fact that they may need mentorship and coaching. And they kind of just have this mindset that, like, oh, I'm just going to run with the hype of the company and hopefully someday I get rich. But it's like, no, you have good faith. You have a good mindset about things. But at the same time, you're not willing to take the action to improve your skill sets, to improve the way you're thinking, to improve the way you're speaking, to improve the understanding of the law of attraction. So that's why you're not getting the results that you want. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I chose to help people in business and help people who don't even have a business, is because information, the Bible says, wisdom is far greater than any diamonds or pearls, any riches or pearls, right? So if the Bible says that wisdom, you can't second guess information. You can't look at information as, or knowledge as if it's not important, right? Without knowledge, without information, even the knowledge of what we're talking about here, of the law of attraction, you're not gonna have the success that you want. You're gonna continue to be in the loop of failure, and the loop of not getting the sales you want, and the loop of not creating the success you want. So I chose to do something different and be a beacon of light to people in businesses. And that's how we got here today, right? But I'm gonna end this video because I have the ability to just keep going and going for hours and hours, and I'm not gonna do that in this video. This is Jonathan Belcher. I hope you got a lot of wisdom, jewels, and gems and information in this video. I wish you the utmost prosperity, success, and abundance. Read my blog, share it with others, and get money. Peace.